Hey there. Now let's have a look at some of the things that you can do as far as transforming dates in Power Query. I'm going to start by going to the query called Orders 1997 to 2000, where I have this first column, which is actually a date. What I might like to do is create a column that says year, and it pulls out the year from the date. So I'm not wanting to transform the column because that would replace the date with a year. I'm wanting to add a column. So it's important that we choose the right one. If I choose add column, then I have the option to go to date. And from here, I'm able to go to year. And what I can do is I can pull out the year from each of these dates, or the start of the year if I'm looking for a date, or the end of the year. But I'm going to go for year, and it creates a new column called year, which has extracted the year from the date. Now I might like to see a column which is the month, and I don't want just a number for the month, I actually want the name of the month. I click back on date. I want to add a column. I want to use the date button. It's a month that I'm after. If I choose month, I'll just get a number like 1 for January, 2 for February, 3 for March. If I choose start of the month, I'll just get a date that is the start of the month that that date falls in, or end of month, or the number of days in that particular month, whether it's a leap year or not. But I actually want the name of the month, so I'm going to pull that out. And here I can see 11 is November, and it's given me a column called month name. So easy. No need to create functions. You just simply choose what you want. Now let's say I want to know the day. I can see it was the first for the first so many records, but I want to know what day was the 1st of November 1997, and so on and so forth, or the 1st of December 1997. I want to add a column. I want to add a date column, and it's to be a day. But notice also you've got quarter. Give me a quarter. Give me a week. What week was it of the year or the month? Give me a day, and in this case, the name of a day. And so I've created a column which, if I scroll to the right, is the day name for the date that's in the first column. So no need for complicated formulas. Now what I might like to do is click year, shift click day name, and move that to the beginning. So I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to go to transform, and I'm going to go move, and I'm going to go to beginning. And it moves those 3 columns to the beginning. And then I'll drag those 3 columns to the right of date. So now to the right of date, I'm seeing the year, the month name, and the day name. Really handy. Okay, now I'm going to go to the employees, dim employees query, where I have my employees and I have their birth date in this column here. And what I want to do is calculate the age of my employees in complete years. So I select this column. I want to add a column, so I choose this option. I'm going to go for date, and I'm after age. If I go for age, it creates a column which is their age in a duration format, which is the number of days, number of hours, number of minutes, number of seconds, which is not quite what I'm after. But I'm going to call this column, well, I'm actually going to transform it first. I'm going to transform this column. I'm going to change the duration of this column to total years. I don't need a fraction for a day or an hour or a month. So I'll go total years, and it transforms those days into total years. Then I want to change the data type, so I hit this option here, to a whole number. And there it is there, and now I've got a whole number. And then I want to move this so that it's sitting to the right of birth date. So I might actually just go home, go transform, go move to the beginning, and then from there drag it to the right of birth date. So that's their age sitting to the right of their birth date. And I can double click and call it age in years and rename that column. So those are some of the date, either under add column or transform, some of the date and some of the duration options. Very powerful buttons, saving you having to create complicated formulas.